Well, hey guys, here I am outside doing some tech reviews. I don't own many cameras, but I'm just trying to get the right sound quality out of my cameras. And so I decided to buy a new camera, and that was the Hero Black 8. And I was hoping that I could at least hook a dead cat or something like that to this camera, be able to knock out wind noise, just like, I have to my GX7 Canon. And the Canon GX7 is an awesome little camera, but I really wanted something with a more stable picture for being able to ride the bikes and do other things. I'm out here in a windy, starting to sprinkle day, and if you've seen my last video, I put a little mirror up behind my Hero just to try to see, so you can see yourself talking and give you the same kind of thing my Canon is doing. Let's turn that on, and do I remember where it is? Yep, okay. And to be able to see yourself the way you can on this one. This one, they want to sell you mods. They want to sell you a shotgun mic mod, which also I hear is no good in the wind. Everything has to be good in the wind. That's the whole idea of buying a camera with a shotgun mic. With that, you have the ability to actually hook a cable up and come up to your a lanyard spike microphone to be able to get a better sound quality. So that's about $70-80 for just that one thing, just to be allowed to plug one of these into a Hero Black 8, which to get the better sound, which you hopefully buy a camera for. Well, you also buy this for action, to be able to shake, and I'm shaking my hand up and down, and it's staying pretty stable. But the mirror idea was one idea, and of course I'm trying another idea, and as if you could see, I've attached my phone with rubber bands. And it works just fine. If it's just something simple, but most of the time you could hold this camera out far enough and you get to know where you are in the middle of the frame. So there's really not much use for not only spending the $80 for the extra mod to put a mic on, then another $70 to put another mod on to be able to see yourself talk. Most of the time you don't even really use the flip-up screens, because you kind of get used to where you are in the screen and how you hold your camera. But it's still all about wind, and today it's windy. But I just thought I'd give this a try, and it works out really good. Not only do I have my camera being able to see myself, be able to point at different things, and I can see my camera. Let's see, how do you do it? And there's always a delay in the GoPro because of the stay. I'm getting that finger there. No, a little back. And a little back. And a 3-second delay. But hey, there it is. And it works. It works pretty good. By the time you add the weight of all those mods that you put onto the GoPro, kind of defeating the purpose of having a lightweight camera to be able to take videos. This is another one of my solutions. I was also thinking of adding a little tiny camera, a little tiny mirror in the front, which would probably serve the same purpose. Maybe I'll show that attempt at a mod later. I'm not sure how this mic is working underneath my shirt, but it is windy. And it should be creating all kinds of wind noise. And get back into this camera, and maybe you're hearing the wind noise from the Canon GX7. Of course, the other solution, I do know. I've seen this, I've used this it doesn't work. This, the Hero Black 8 has microphone in front where, you know, I tried to hook a dead cat there. Doesn't work. It has another microphone on this side. I tried to cover that up. Didn't work. Has another microphone underneath. Tried to cover all of those mics up, even with a piece of tape, and to try to block out wind noise. You can't do it. Can't be done. But if you guys can do it, please let me know, because this thing will get wet. This thing doesn't work to begin with in wind. Somewhat works. Light winds. But when you're riding bikes and you're out in the real world, it's windy. So maybe I didn't waste all my time wearing this mic, and we're gonna see once I edit this video if I got wind noise. Maybe I got rubbing noise inside my shirt, but I'm using the same phone as my what do you call it, microphone? Recorder. I'm using the same phone to use as my recorder. And instead of going out and buying another $100 recorder, which I'm thinking on doing, but I'm more about doing things as minimally as possible. Who wants to carry all the extra weight? I need to hold that out a little further to get the same distance. Well, sorry, seen a squirrel. Got a little sidetracked on my little rant about my new camera. But I am loving this camera for its ability to be stable. I'm hating it for its sound reduction. It hits every sound. It hits every piece of wind noise that you can get. Wind noise reduction doesn't work. Of course, I have a little dead cat that I created for my Canon. You know, that worked great. It almost knocks out 90% of all wind noise. Sorry, not getting it in the picture. There it is. It knocks out 90% of the wind noise. But if you notice, when you're carrying around and using this microphone or this camera, is there is some shake, especially when you're walking, and there's just no way to get around that. You know, I'm okay with that, but I think it really comes down to sound and the shake of a camera. And see, I guess I should have held this one up too at the same time and do a comparison of how one is working compared to the other. How just my handshake of, let me fix this a little bit, and this is how I normally would use it, and this is how I normally use this. So the GX7 is awesome, especially in lower light. The GoPro is great. No shaking back and forth and no freaking out every time you try to walk. But you know, I'm not a runner, so I don't need to run to prove it. But here's a little run. But there's not much running for me. It is a lot about bicycle riding, but I do want to do some hiking, and I want to be able to at least walk and talk. I keep missing this camera a little bit. There it goes. So tell me what you guys think. This is my review of how noisy things can be in my neighborhood. Gotta love those noisy ass bikes. But this is what I think of my two favorite cameras. Works much better than my big DSLR camera, which I'd be shaking really bad. But these are my two favorite cameras out of the three cameras I own. So Tell me what you guys think. Talk at you guys later.